Hello, and welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. How y'all doing? I promise I'm gonna be good on this episode today. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of profanity, and I'm gonna do my best to. Okay, I got one ranty video out there. I'm sure people are gonna splash it across places, but I'm not gonna make any more. Okay, because we have to get into the story of Gerardo Zuniga. We have to. Okay. We're going to be discussing Gerardo Zuniga, and we're also going to be discussing Shauna Moreno. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. So she was a story we were talking about yesterday of the this missing person, which we haven't quite pegged, but we do have more information about her. And so hopefully that leads us to something. But first, I want to talk about Shanquella. Okay. I want to talk about Shanquella and her case and where it is now and the people who are tasked to disseminate her story. Okay. First, let's see who's all in the building. Okay. And then we're going to get to this article here that I had to translate, which I didn't. Google did. We're going to translate this article because it has a lot to do with your friend Gerardo, and it would be really, really interesting and really, really important for those bloggers who keep hosting him on their uh, Facebook and YouTube channels to stop and maybe do a little bit of vetting before you start inviting lunatics on your platform. Okay, so let's see who's all in the building. What's up, YMV? Hello there, Brown Delight. Hello, Kamiko. Hello, Kat. Hello, Virtuous Eatery. Hello, Unicorn and Dimples. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Shan. How are you doing today? Hello, Bodala. Hello, Rad Gal. Rad Gal says, I'm looking forward to this live. I appreciate you for providing actual facts on this case, unlike those two boneheads. Boneheads indeed. Rad Gal, boneheads indeed. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Vibe Beautiful. How are you? Hello, Lollipop. Hello, Stephanie Buchanan. Hello, Ro Thomas. Hello, Amber. Hello, Brenna. Hello, Parrish. Oh, it's a lot of y'all in the building. Okay, let me talk faster. Hello, is it Keiko or Kiko? My friend's cat is named Kiko. Keiko. I think it's Keiko. Hello, Sean. Hello, Devereaux. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Journey. Hello, Queenie. Hello, that girl, Chris. Hello, Dr. Mickey. Hello, Dr. Mickey. Hello, Tess. Hello, Cami. Hello, Sheree. Hello, Jacqueline. What's up, Vivette? Is it Mia Hashi? Miyahashi? Hello, Miyahashi. Hello, Mrs. Prince. Hello, John Q. John Q says, good evening, Mrs. Nosy. Miss Nosy, much love for your coverage on this case and Zuniga. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And everybody else, if I forgot you, welcome. So let's get into Mr. Gerardo Zuniga, okay? Because if you are not familiar with the story, Gerardo Zuniga, let me share my screen so you can get a better understanding. What is this? What kind of layout is this, honey? Hold on, let me fix my layout. I don't know what's happening. I don't like the way it looks. Hold on. What is this? Okay. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is the camera today, or whatever. So let me pull up the article because I want to share the article with you first. With this one, okay. So this is the website that Nosy Bystander. I don't know if she wants to be named, but a Nosy Bystander went ahead and pulled up the information that we found out that Mr. Zuniga owns. He owns and manages this website here where everyone's getting all of these crazy, wild, salacious articles. So if you're familiar with the website, here it is. This is the website that Gerardo Zuniga at least writes on, but I believe he's the owner of. He's the owner of this website. It is metropoli.mx for Mexico. So this is Mr. Gerardo's website where he's publishing all those wild and salacious articles about the arrest of Dejanay, as well as other stories about Shanquella Robinson And a lot of these bloggers are that we talked about earlier this week, where if you saw the video, I blew a gasket. And the video's still up here on Facebook. I'm sorry, it's not on Facebook. It's up here on YouTube. So just check it out on YouTube. It's just me swearing for an hour. But a lot of our blogger friends, they're not our friends. I'm saying that loosely. They're using tons and tons and tons of articles from this website and publishing it like it's the gospel. The problem with that is most of the stuff in this website inaccurate, specifically pertaining to the arrest of Dejanay Jackson. It's wild how many people, right? The lead attorney, North Carolina Beats, and somebody by the name of Tess something. I forget what her name. Hold on, actually, let me pull up her name. I think she also hosted him on her website. She goes by the name of. Hold on, I want to pull up her name too. So let's not. Tess Tisa Tells. Tisa Tells is her name. She goes by the name of Tisa Tells, and she also has hosted Gerardo Zuniga on her platform with an interpreter, talking and sharing wild, salacious stuff that is not true. And the problem with that is that the lead attorney, North Carolina Beats, and Tis Tells, and whoever else is hosting Mr. Gerardo Zuniga should do a full stop and investigate who he is and what he does in Mexico. I think the language barrier has gotten to their brains, and they haven't realized that you still need to vet the sources. Not only the information you receive should be vetted, but you should be vetting the people who is disseminating it. It's that simple. Okay. So here's his website where he has been publishing wild and crazy, salacious articles about Dejanay's arrest and a whole bunch of other crazy cockamamie stuff. If you look at the top, if you so this article that was published, I think a couple of days ago, um, also published this ad smack dab in the middle of it, right? Which is wildly misleading. When we clicked on this ad, right? Because it's right here, it makes the website look incredibly legitimate until you get a little bit closer to the website and you actually just click on um one of these things, and it's nothing but a website like LegalZoom. That's all it is. None of these documents that he produced are real. They're just previews of documents that literally you yourself can purchase if you needed it for any legal reasons, if you wanted to not have to pay for an attorney. This one specifically here that was on his website is just a client information form. It's just a standard stock client information form. That's it. It's not real. It's nothing. It's nothing but it's nothing but another LegalZoom website. So when you go to his website and you look at the information, you're like, oh my gosh, he's published. Look at this. He's published the warrant, and yet no one clicked on it. Are y'all bloggers okay? Are y'all so pressed for views and super chats that you would be out here publishing fake news articles from a crackpot? And we're going to get into Zuniga. We're going to get into Zuniga and his current legal battle he's got with the nation of Mexico that nobody seemed to want to look into. These bloggers have all the money in the world to find translators to translate for him, but no one took the time out to just do the bare bone minimum and say, where did this guy come from? Who is he? And what does he do? And is he a trusted source? He's not. Let me get some of your comments, and we're going to get right into this article that I found on Mr. Zuniga, and it was published June of this year. So everybody's out here scrambling for translators to host this crackpot. He's in the middle of some strong litigation in the middle of Mexico for the lies that he has been publishing for the better part of 6 months to a year. But okay, continue to invite him onto your platform, because here we're going to tell you exactly who this nutbag is, and how the nation of Mexico thinks that he should be sanctioned for what he's been publishing there. So the fact that you're out here allowing his garbage to be published here is laughable, when he was sanctioned by Mexico for publishing garbage. Let me get some of your comments. This is from Kiko says, I'm not gonna lie, I believed him. But when you put us on game, I was like, oh heck no. I can't believe none of these stories. I'm getting my facts from Mrs. Nosy or the government website. That's right. Because I'm gonna get it from them. And you're gonna be able to vet me easily. You know why? Because I'm going to get it from Baja California SUR's prosecutor's website, as well as gob.mx, the Mexican government website. I'm not going to get it from anyone else. Definitely not a crackpot like Zuniga. Okay. Let me get some of your comments, and thank you very much for that, Kiko. This is from Bryant. Says, I'm dead. Someone told you to view her page the other day. Whose page? Oh, Tish Tells. What's up, Blaze 106.91? How you doing today? What's up, Bougie? How you doing today? Fashionably late. That's okay. This is from Toya. Says, I just posted on Tish Tell. She needs to stop reporting on this. It's like the Kardashians. Ciao. This is from Samantha. Samantha said, absolutely. We want facts, no lies, just the truth. Absolutely. This is from YNV. The lead attorney helps Zuniga set up a Cash App account. Leave that right there. This is from Renette. Says, you called it. You knew it was full. You knew he was full of it. It's not even about calling it. I don't even want to call it. I shouldn't have to. It doesn't take a genius to just fact check something. It's time consuming. I'm not going to lie to you, Renette. It is. It's time consuming. I don't want to do it, but we got to, right? Now we're investigating Zuniga, and we because we're waiting. Everybody's. It's a mess. It's a mess, but I appreciate that. What's up, April? How you doing today, babe? This from Samantha. Says he bamboozled us. I hope he didn't. I hope he didn't. I hope y'all ain't send him no cash apps. It's probably for his legal fees, because we're going to get into that into this article right here. Man, Zuniga, man. You a dirty dog. He a dirty dog, y'all. He a dirty dog. This from John QQ says, hey, Miss Nosy. y'all just call me Chief. Not y'all here calling me Miss Nosy. Miss Nosy, the language translation on the case by Zuniga has created more questions than straight answers to. Hence, what are his true motives? Money. And it probably has a lot to do with this case right here. So we're going to get into the case of Arlene Moreno. This is her right here. She was a city council person. I don't know if she still is, but we're going to get into Arlene Moreno. She's so pretty. I'm going to get into Arlene. I think it's over here. Arlene Moreno's story right here. Okay. I'll get to a couple more of your comments. This is from Mrs. J. Says, I was thinking it was false information because no news media announced an arrest, nor was the aggressor listed on the website. I thought it was very odd. It's incredibly odd. Now, to suggest that the direct aggressor listed in the warrant is Dejanay, it's a safe suggestion. So don't think that it's not true. But the arrest, the actual physical arrest, we don't know if it's true or not, right? But what we can't do is be out here publishing wild and crazy stuff for likes, clicks, and shares, specifically not for cash apps. Okay. But you're right. This one, Stacy Nelson TV. Hello, Stacy. Says, I shared your live stream because I just want justice for that beautiful woman who was murdered by those demons. I was going on the notion that the lead attorney had his T's crossed and his I's dotted. Yeah, most people did. I don't. I trust myself. And that's no shade to other bloggers. I think there's incredible bloggers out there. People asked me that the other day. They're like, who do you like? I like Larry Reed. I like Lovely T. I like the Impressive channel. I like her too. I like those three. Those are like my top three. There are a lot of newcomers into the game, right? Specifically, two mutuals of mine over on TikTok, and they have been doing a fantastic job, as well as this what's her name? Everybody Hates Chrissy. She does a fantastic job. Double D Mother. She does a fantastic job. But when it comes to celebrity gossip, like those are my top three. But yeah, so let's get into this, and I appreciate that. Let's get into this case. I'm gonna blow my screen up here so you guys can see it. Again, this was published on Friday, June 10th of 2022. And let's just go down the list. Now, the image is going to be a bit grainy. I don't know why, but this here, lovely lady right here, happens to be Arlene Moreno. Okay. The story's out of Oaxaca. If you've never been to Oaxaca, Mexico, you should go. It's really nice. I've never been, but I have two friends from college who were born and raised in Oaxaca. So beautiful. And their coffee is fantastic. Okay. But yeah, make your way to Oaxaca. Okay. And that's how you pronounce it. Said, the TEPJF determined that two digital communication media companies and seven people committed gender based political violence against the former candidate for federal deputy for the PT. Her name is Arlene Moreno Maciel in Baja California Sur. Okay. The article was actually published by 24horas.com.mx. That's where we're going to find the original article. It says, according to the resolution by the magistrates, several publications affirmed that the application had obtained the nomination due to her physical attributes. So if you don't know what that means, it means that those two digital media companies and the seven publishers, one of them happening to be Gerardo Zuniga, was basically saying that Arlene Moreno was only going to win her election because of her physical attributes, her breasts and her butt and her face. So they were running these wild, salacious articles about her, which sowed seeds of doubt in the voters, and in turn, it caused her to lose her election. The article goes on to say that these are the Political Communication Bureau, Metropolis Digital Media, right? That's our good friends over there at Metroplex. These people here, right? Let me share this screen. These yahoos over here publishing this garbage, okay? And then it says here are the individuals who are also involved. Eric Mendoza, Angel V, okay? Carla Galado, Isis Garcia, Vincent Gerardo Zuniga, Alexander Hernandez Arelo, and Diego, is it Grandios? Those are the individuals that are listed. Judge Luis Morales, in his draft sentence, pointed out that these people, these I don't even want to call them journalists, these smut writers, he basically said that the media used their influence and their reach to discredit Arlene's candidacy in the middle of an electoral campaign, which generated an asymmetrical power relationship. Those indicated took photos of the candidate that she had previously taken with the aim of questioning her ability to occupy the deputation and highlighting her physical appearance as a relevant factor in obtaining her candidacy. They also highlighted the alleged role of her mother, who was a federal representative at the time, in achieving her aspirations. So they're basically saying that her looks are the only reason why she's going to win the election, as well as her mother, which probably had nothing to do with her running her campaign. Okay? Sick. It says the violence, right, of what they did to her was such that Arlene Moreno resigned from her candidacy. She didn't even lose. She just quit, for which the indicated persons will be forced to publicly apologize to the former candidate. They will also be fined. They must take 2 courses on gender and will be incorporated into an INE list of aggressors. If they reoffend, they'll also lose honest way of living, a requirement provided in the Constitution to obtain a candidacy. The specialized chamber also made a strong call to the media to behave more carefully, since freedom of expression does not protect violence against women. In addition, he urged them to generate content that raises public awareness of the subject. These people have been sanctioned by the nation state Oaxaca for publishing false and defamatory and violent content. So you know what Zuniga did? Instead of talking about the candidates in his area, he went ahead and switched it and started covering U.S. stories, probably to obfuscate what he's doing. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. He's reoffending, is what he's doing. If you didn't catch that, what he's doing is reoffending. That's what he's doing. But instead of doing it to a Mexican national running for candidacy, he's doing it to US citizens because he didn't learn his lesson, obviously. And all of these crackpot bloggers who keep hosting him are doing nothing more than helping him reoffend, which is crazy because he's been sanctioned not to do that. Yeah. Let me get some of your comments. Sick. These people are sick. Zuniga specifically. Let me get to some of your comments up here. This from Brown says, I know you have in line a cashable account. Lord, a scammer. In the scam, a scammer in the name of Shanquella. Exactly. This is from Kenya says, I knew he was crooked. Why he need money? I don't know. He's got a monetized website. This website is monetized. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this website here is monetized. This. Look at all these ads. You could barely get through the page without an ad popping up in your face. This entire website is monetized. Interesting. But he needs money from y'all. Yeah, okay. Let me get some of your let me get some more of your comments. Steph, do you think the police report is real? I do think it's real. I do. And the only reason why I do believe it's real is because the Charlotte Chronicle had published it as well. And they also had it interpreted, I believe. And I don't know if it was by Zuniga. I don't think he is the one who interpreted it. But if he did, there might be something to it. And we might have to relook at the police report. But again, when Nazir came out with his story, he actually said the same thing the police report did. So it's not a coincidence, right? I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think the police report is correct. This one says, I'm going to send a storm to Cabo at Zuniga. If Zuniga's lying, honey, he is. This one, Harriet says, I'm late. Smash the like button. What I missed, start from the beginning and you'll catch up right to us right here, Harriet. This one, Kiko says, Cash App sent me a Cash App back without me even refunding it. So that says a lot. This is from Mrs. J. So the FBI and all other law enforcement agencies need to do a press conference updating the public to eliminate confusion, speculation, and lies. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, I agree. They should. They absolutely, absolutely should. This is from Cocaine says, Chief, please educate Shantae Hester. Who's Shantae Hester? In the chat. Why? Why? So we have people lying and now you're feeding into it. Oh, I don't know who Shantae Hester is. She might have left. This is from Mrs. J says, I thought it was odd that his Cash App was posted on the live he did the other night. Never heard a journalist posting their Cash App during an interview. I don't even post my Cash App. I'm not a journalist either. But I don't, because you don't need it. You know how you feed me as a media person? Just watch the live stream. That's it. And like it. That's it. That's all like so like that. That's it. Okay. It's not hard to do. You guys are already watching, so you're already doing half the job. Okay. This from Vibe Beautiful said the US does this in every election. May not look exactly like the scenario. Candidates run smear campaigns against each other every election. It's tacky and sad no matter who does it. Shut him down. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make it right. I know they do it here, but don't play whataboutism. It doesn't make it right. They ran a smear campaign on her that a judge had to jump in. So what are you doing? You're insinuating stuff and you're bullying her. And she has every right to run for election. Period. They never covered anything like, oh, she's corrupt. Oh, she stole money from an orphanage of hungry children in the middle of winter. They insinuated that she was only going to win because she's beautiful. That's a smear campaign. And it questions her ability as an elected official. Her beauty has nothing to do with how she's going to govern, right? This is from Hello Recess. Can they be sanctioned for printing false information about the arrest or no? I don't know, but I'm gonna I don't know, but I think I'm gonna send a letter to the judge. I'm just gonna let him know. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all don't need to do nothing. I'm gonna send a letter to the judge's name is here. I'm gonna send a letter to the judge's office in Oaxaca. Obviously have it translated. I'm gonna send a letter to the judge and I'm be like, do y'all know what he's doing here in America? Because I'm sure this seems like some sort of weird international violation of his court order there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all ain't got to do nothing, but that's what at least that's what I'm gonna do because this is disturbing and he has to be stopped. And I'm sick of it because I can't talk to the bloggers because they all block me because they don't care what I gotta say. So the next best thing is to discredit the crackpot, right? The Zuniga, discredit him completely, right? And he's already doing it himself. He doesn't need my help. He just needed me to translate this article. That's really it. That's pretty much it. This from Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, sadly, on other platforms, folks are getting into heated arguments, believing this guy crazy. This is from I don't know how to pronounce your name, man, but can we just call you Geen? Says, who can we contact in Mexico to bring this attention? I'm just going to contact the judge's office. The judge is a public official. It'll be easier to find him than anyone else. And I'm just going to send a letter like, hello, from America. You know that guy that you sanctioned less than 6 months ago? Yeah, he's back at it again, but here in the United States. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm just going to send him all the stuff. I mean, I got all the videos. I'm just going to send him a nice little care package of what Mrs. Zuniga has been doing here in the United States. This is from Bodala says, I don't watch anyone else covering the story because a lot of their videos are for clicks, is for clickbait. It is. So can we please stop that? I'm gonna do my best, y'all, but it's just me. This from Mrs. J says, that's why it's really important to fact check before having anyone on your panel. That's why I'm by myself. And that's no shade to nobody. That's no shade to nobody. But I'm going to be solo dolo because I'm responsible for me. I'm not responsible. I can't be responsible for those people. And before anybody else gets on my platform, they're vetted. I'm like, okay, what you been getting yourself into? That's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's just how I roll. Okay. That's just how I roll. I check my stuff. This is from Jaleesa. Hello, Jaleesa says somebody on TikTok blocked me because I told her they didn't scam Shanquella's parents out of their money. She said, "Well, North Carolina Beats have all that info," and I told her he spread misinformation. I'm glad. You better be glad she blocked you, or he blocked you. You know, because you don't argue with people like that. You know the facts. When people ask you specifically about the story, you tell them what you know, and if they ask you where'd you get it from, give them the information that it relates to it. Don't argue with those people about who's telling truth. These people, you know what they're doing it for. You know what they're doing it for. They are completely, taking over Shanquella's story to, oh, I got this, and oh, I know that, and here's this crackpot with the translator. Let me get him on here, and they ain't said nothing but a word. They ain't said nothing but a word. You understand? They ain't said nothing. They ain't said nothing. They ain't said nothing. Okay. This from Bernadette. Bernadette says, where are these people? Where are these people? Are they even being interrogated? Who are these people and who are they? Can you just be a little more specific? This from Goldie says, I do wish you and some of the other bloggers can get together just to get the facts out. They can learn a lot from you, Chief. Oh, well, I appreciate that. But I would never talk to the North Carolina Beats. I would never talk to the lead attorney. And whoever that Tish Tells is, you would never catch me anywhere near her. If people are okay with reporting false lies, interviewing crackpots who have been sanctioned by the Mexican government for lying, I have no interest in trying to prove to them or tell them or help them with anything. They have written their own, tombstone. That's the type of platform that they want. Have at it. I don't care. It's not my business. It's not my business. It's not. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Yeah, I think it is funny. Now, remember when I went on that crazy tirade on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, the lead attorney had went to this website here and basically this website here ran with this article and said that Shanquella or Dejanay was arrested and then never came back to correct it. I believe somebody said he did question whether Interpol was the arresting agent, which they are not because they don't arrest people. But I think that was it. He ran with the story, and I gave him notice. I told him, I said, you better pray to God this week that Shanquella, that Dejanay gets arrested, because if she don't get arrested this week, you out here lying and capping for cash, because that's all it is. You out here lying and capping for cash. Period. Also, Sheridan, how you doing today, girl? Margaret said, I'm late. Ciao. This is from Calypso. I hope I'm saying that right. Says, when you send that letter to the judge, let us know if they reply to you. Do you think the Mexican judge will send something back, or do you do something to Gerardo? I think they would probably look into it. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably look into it. I'll let you know if they write me back. I'm gonna send a letter tomorrow, because I'm pretty sick of this guy, and I'm pretty sick of people hosting them on their platform because he's not done anything. He's not done anything. Captain for cash. Cap. What's up, Jennifer? Said, I'm here, y'all. Late and all. Well, thanks for being here. This from Bo Dallas says, no mugshot, no arrest. The federal government doesn't take mugshots. The feds don't take mugshots. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but if you got a cousin in federal prison, he's not going to have a mugshot. He's not. Your cousin in federal prison ain't going to have no mugshot because they don't take them. So the only mugshot you're going to see of Dejanay Jackson is from Mexico. And I'm going to show you exactly what it's going to look like. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay, hold on. This is what it's going to look like. And you're actually going to be able to see the mugshot here, because not only is this what it's going to look like, okay? This is what it's going to look like. This is how it's going to be published, and this is where you're going to see it. This is the Baja California SURS prosecutor's office's Facebook page, and you know it's their legit page because it's actually directly connected to the prosecutor who is going to be prosecuting the case of the Cabo 5 or 6, right? All you have to do is go to his mentions and click on his government Facebook page. And here it is. They're going to publish her mugshot right here with all of the pertinent information as to why she got a mugshot. Okay. And if you want to look at it, it's right there. They publish about 6 of these a day, honey. They don't play. And they got nothing to hide. This is where you're going to find Dejanay's mugshot, or anyone's mugshot pertaining to any case that the federal government, specifically the Baja California SURS prosecutor's website. Here it is. This is where it'll be published. Okay? It's that simple. You ain't got to look for nobody. You don't got to go digging on some blogger's page. It's right here. You can refresh. I refresh this page every day. It literally stays on my computer. And this is where I go every single day. Right here is where I go every single day, so I can actually just see if they've published something that hasn't made its way to the Facebook page. This is the federal government's website, and they publish everything. So they have the national news, and you can see the dates here, December 1st, November 30th. And this is where they publish all of their arrests, big arrests, right? But specifically here, this is where they publish all of their extradition requests. So this is the one from today, and I'm going to click on it so you guys can see it. Okay, I'm blowing my screen up. So this extradition request was submitted in today. It says communication, their Federal Reserve Code, delivers an extradition to the U.S. To the U.S., a person required for various crimes. You know where this person is located? Central Arkansas. Right here, Central Arkansas. As soon as they got one for Charlotte, it'll be right here. And they make a formal request. Once that person has been apprehended or transferred to Mexico from their warrant request, then you're going to see them publish their mugshot here. That's it. It's that simple. It ain't, they don't gotta play. They don't gotta play best friends with these people. They're gonna publish the extradition treaty. I'm sorry, the extradition request here, and then they're gonna publish her mugshot here. Like so, like that. Okay? Like so, like so, like that. That's it. All right. Does that make sense? Is everybody following along? These are only two places you should be looking at information, not Gerardo Zuniga, who was sanctioned by in Oaxaca by the Mexican government for lying. He was sanctioned for lying in his publications. If that's not more proof that this guy is a dud, is according to Nicki Minaj, a dud, I don't know what else y'all want to hear. He was already sanctioned for lying to the federal government about his own reports. So instead of switching to state and local politics out there in Mexico, he decided to fix his attention here in the US, hoping that no one would know, or at least nobody would find this article here, which I'm assuming. I think he was hoping nobody found this article. Thank God for Google Translate. This from Bernadette says, I was listening to a Black woman yesterday and she said this process can be lengthy, months, or over a year. Yeah, and that's quite possible. She's probably correct. She's probably correct. She probably is. She's probably right about that. This is from Mrs. J says, why do you think it's taking so long to make an arrest? It's not like the FBI are dealing with professional criminals because it's international. It's international, you guys. So it's not that they're purposefully dragging their feet. It's the simple notion that bureaucracy, if you're not familiar with how bureaucracy works, a really fantastic book, which is actually entertaining in and of itself, is called The Fifth Risk by Michael Lewis. And he talks about the slow progress of bureaucracy, getting the papers submitted. It's got to go through 10 chains of command. It's got to go here. This person has to sign it. This person has to get it and do. And that could take months. So something in our heads is like, oh God, just go pick her up. But you got to have the paperwork to do so, because if they pick her up and the US doesn't have the proper paperwork, Dejanay could get off on a technicality. It's that simple, you guys. So they have to cross their T's and dot their I's. And it could take months. Literally, it could take months. It could. And that's just the way it works. You're just gonna have to just hold your breath, You're just gonna have to hold your breath. So that is all of that. And now I really want to get into that mystery yesterday that we were talking about. So we were talking about, I don't know why my screen looks like this. I don't like it. It looks so smudged. It looks so scrunched up. But that's okay. So we were talking about the case yesterday of and I'll pull up her image here. We were talking about this story here. A woman by the name of Shona. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name, honey. It is Shona Marinu. She had disappeared. I don't know. I don't want to say she went missing, but she disappeared. And somebody has been posting on this innocuous TikTok page, basically looking for her, looking to see where she is. Well, the person who had posted this stated that her disappearance has something to do with an individual. Let me pull up his name because I have his name here. Hold on. I want to make sure I have it. Nope, that's not it. What was his name? It was an unusual name of sorts. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I made a note of it. It's like Omanu. Oh, here it is. Somebody by the name of Obini Banji, as well as Pastor Keon Henderson. Strange, okay? Who wrote that? Anaya wrote that. Anaya Edie wrote that. Let me show you. Let me show you the little thing I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for that. I took a screenshot because I didn't have time to write his name down. But Anaya, Edie, I think that's how you pronounce her name, or Anya Addy put his name in the chat. So this is the person that Shona, the woman who has disappeared, said is responsible for her disappearance, and not because they took and kidnapped her, but that she was running from this person. She also stated that she was running from Pastor Keon Henderson, and we couldn't actually figure out why. But while we were trying to figure out why she was running from these two individuals, we went ahead and started doing a little bit of digging. So shout out to Nosy Bystanders who sent me this information, because we wanted to get a little bit of understanding of who is this woman and why is she on the run? Is it a mental health disorder? Is she running because she's got a mental health disorder? I don't know, but look at some of the information that we found. So first, we pulled up, let me pull this up here. So first, we went ahead and found her license. She's a licensed cosmetologist out in Harris County, Texas. Her license is still active. And yeah, it's not like she's a bum destitute. She works. She's got a job. But somebody also sent me this article, which I thought was also quite interesting. So apparently, she was a contestant on a reality. Where's her picture at? She was a contestant on a reality show in Nigeria, or was it Lagos? It was in Lagos. The name of the no, you guys is crazy. The name of the show is called Coco's Mansion. Meet the contestants. It says meet the girls of Banji Coco's Mansion. Isn't that the same last name of this? Hey, that's the same last name of this person. Who is Banji Coco? That's weird. What's up, Lala? How you doing today? Yeah, that's Shawnee's husband. Now we haven't connected that yet, but she says she was running from somebody by the name of Bon Obini. I'm gonna put his name at the bottom, you guys. Hold on. This is his name. Obinni. His last name is Dbanj. She said she was running from somebody by this name. And this is the name of the person who is on I said meet the girls of is this a city? Is this a city in Nigeria? I gotta look it up. Hold on one second, you guys. No, she's a Nigerian singer. Okay, let me look up this name. Obini, Obinni. What is this? Hmm. Is this like is this a person? Does this have to do with does the person she says she's running from, does it have to do with the fact that she was on a reality show? He said, I think he ran that reality show. Why would she be running from him? She was in the United States. That reality show that she had did, this was in 2009. That's interesting. So why would she mention the name of a person who she did a reality show with in 2009? Let me go down to her bio. This is her bio when she was on the web when she was 23 at the time. This is her. She was 23 at the time. She was freshly graduated from IMO State University. Despite the fact that Shona disagrees that she's a loud person, she admits that I don't seek out attention um, intentionally, but I always end up attracting attention to myself. And then here's more of her bio. Then also too, I pulled up because I couldn't understand what it was. So I had to pull it up. I'm like, what is this? Somebody said Coco's Mansion is a reality TV show exclusively aired on High TV beginning of June. I'm sorry, the 1st of June. It says it comprises of 12 women who will reside in the state-of-the-art mansion in Lagos City while living lavishly as any cocolette, they call them cocolette should. During these weeks, the young woman will be groomed and tested for various diva tasks and activities in order to determine one of the greatest Coco ventures. Don't get it twisted. A cocolette is fully endowed woman and intellectual property, likened to Betty LeBroers or Nike something of today. The show will exclusively portray the true lifestyle of the principal character, De Debanji, as a celebrity with lots of razzmatazz. The Coco Ed who emerges as the winner will win a Chris Ayres diamond ring, a brand new Corvette convertible, and 5 million, whatever their currency is. Most importantly, the winner will be Banji Cocolette for 1 full year and will be his companion to all public events, both inside and outside of Nigeria. Watch the space to find out once Avenues is registered and open. Wow. So, yeah, this is it. It's called Coco's Mansion. You think she was running from him? Did she marry him or something? This is the craziest story I've ever. This has got to be the craziest story I have ever researched. So we got a missing woman who's saying that this man, Coco, Obini Banji, somebody who has a reality show, is after her. And what is his connection to Keon Henderson? Y'all got to talk. I need to. Okay, we might have to go back to her. Let's go back to her TikTok. Okay, let's go back to her TikTok because there's. Okay, here's her TikTok. Okay. It says missing. Her name is Shauna Marino. She's being sold to different men by her pastor, Keon Henderson. Last seen sold to Obini Owen Egdube in Texas. Her life is in danger. So they're saying she was sold. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she said the pastor gave her to him. No, she said the pastor gave her to someone by the name of Obina Owen Igbu. I don't know how to pronounce these names. They are Nigerian. Cut me some slack, okay? But in her comment section, she says she had been sold to this person. She says she had been sold to this person first. I guess the guy who was running the reality show. I guess. And then somehow she made her way to the United States. Now, remember, if you watched our show yesterday, some people are like, I was like, she's probably out of her mind, right? That's what I said. And someone in the comments was very staunch, like, don't say that because it could diminish her being actually trafficked. I said, so this is what I said yesterday. I'm going to recap what I said yesterday so you guys can get an understanding about where I'm about to go next. Okay. So yesterday I said that the reason why I don't like going it was just outside of the scope of what we were talking about. But I stated the reason why I don't like getting my hair braided at African hair braiders shops is because they always lock the door. I had watched this special on 2020 or ABC News or 48 Hours. I can't remember. And it basically said that this girl was sitting down with the journalist and she's African. And she said she had escaped from an African hair braider's shop. And she stated that if you ever get your hair braided at an African hair braider shop and they lock the doors, it's because the braiders are trafficked. And they lock the door so they don't run out. So she escaped because one day a customer was coming into the hair store and one of the girls who was like above her in rank, who they could trust to open and lock and unlock the doors, had opened the door to let the customer in, and she just bum rushed them both and ran. As soon as the door split open, she just booked it. So that's why I said I'll never get my hair done at an African hair braider shop who locks their door. If your door is locked, I'm definitely calling ICE. I don't care. Argue with your mama on that, because why you got the door locked during business hours? That's just me. That's just me. If you say, "Oh, I don't want people to run out. I don't want people to run out and not pay for their hair." That's not a thing. Stop. No one's going to do that. That's very rare. You got them doors locked because you kidnapping them young girls. That's why there's always 10 women braiding your head at once. I don't trust it. So yesterday I said, well, what if she was working at like as a nail? I literally said a nail tech or a hair braider. And then we pulled up her license, right? Which is even more scarier. When we pulled up her license, she's a licensed nail tech. So I'm like, oh my God, what if she was trafficked here? Got it, they forced her into the school to get a nail tech license and she was just locked up doing nails for 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? And she escaped. So when we pulled this up, I had to put I had to put her like, oh, she's mentally ill to the side, because I'm like, this is worth digging into. Does that make sense to anybody? Precisely. She got credentials. And if she's saying that these Nigerian men are trafficking her, right? That is something to be investigated. It's not like she said, "I'm a space Martian and they have taken me up to the mothership." She didn't say that. She said they are trying to traffic me, and she disappeared because according to her, she's on the run. She just ran away. So that's why I'm like, okay, this is worth digging into. Because, you know, what if she booked it? What if she was like the girl in that? I think I want to say she was interviewed by Diane Sawyer or Barbara Walters. It was quite a while ago. I think it was Diane Sawyer, and she said when the girl, the leader, whoever it was, the Nigerian said could open and close the door, was opening the door. Not her. I'm talking about the story that I had watched on ABC or 48 Hours. I can't remember. She said as soon as the girl opened the door and she saw a little space, she was braiding some girl's hair. She saw the door open and she just booked it. So it's possible. So so ever since I saw the story, I never let Africans braid my hair ever again. Because I had gotten my hair braided at two different Africans in Cleveland, two different African hair shops in Cleveland, and the door was locked. Because when I opened the door, it wasn't open. I knocked on it, and some girl opened the door, and I was like, this was prior to watching that series. I was like, I don't like that. I didn't like it then. But as soon as I watched that video and that girl confirmed it, I was like, I'll never get my hair braided in another African shop again. Period. I don't care what you say. So yeah, so what if this is her case? So we've been doing a little bit of digging, right? So she was on a reality show. She had mentioned Coco's mansion. Well, he doesn't go by Coco, he goes by Obini Banji, or however you pronounce it. She labeled him here. I'm gonna pull up the video where she talks about him. So here, is it here? No, it's here. It was where she was talking about her uncle. Did she take that video down? I don't think so. Hold on, let me see. It's one of her posts. It's not here. It was here yesterday. Or are we crazy? We're not crazy. Oh, here it is. Okay, it says Shona has two uncles, and hold on, let me blow it up so you guys can see it. I found it. Okay. So it says Shona has two uncles in Houston, Texas who won't speak up for her. The guy that picked her up in Houston, Texas. Please, if you have any information, kindly speak up. And this is his day 7. She's missing. Then it also says here, what I know about Shona so far, she's a nail tech, and we found the email associated with her business. We reached out, still no response. I will do my part until she is found. God bless. And then I thought she said something about Obini. I thought she said something about him. It says very wicked people out here in the world. Da, 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 da. I thought she said something about where do we get that name from? I can't remember where we got that name from. I can't remember. It was somewhere. I don't know if somebody's editing this page or not, but how did we get to this name here? I'm trying to figure out how we got to it. I might have to rewatch my video back. She posted his name somewhere. Maybe it was in the comment section. I think it was in the comment section, this name Obini. But that's where we got it from. So yeah, her story is quite unusual. Let me get some of your comments. I know I missed a lot of them. This from Jacqueline says, so she was the winner, then trafficked after competing the reality show. I don't know if she won. I couldn't find any information on who won that season, but I'll keep digging until I find out. If she did win, then that's scary. This is from Geen. Geen says, could he be the owner of the shop or the business? Could be. I'm gonna have to look at them a little bit more. Really use the help of you guys as well to look into him. But I'll look into him. I was not able to find an address where her license is connected to. Typically, your nail tech license is connected to an address, right? So when the health department comes in to do their inspections, but I couldn't find where she worked. I wonder if she owned her own nail salon. I think she might have owned her own nail salon. I'm not entirely sure. This from Vibe says she needs to say what's going on instead of crying on camera, asking for help without saying what she needs help with. Yeah, that's true. That is true. She's not giving us a whole lot. This from Amber says, I'm still confused about the pastor. Me too. Like, how does he get tied up in all of this? And what he has to do with this. And now the guy was on TV. This too much. Amber, this is too much. Okay. It's a lot. It's too much. This is from Burnett says, that happened to me last year. I just kept calling this lady to open the darn door. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, just don't do it. This is from Kiana says, wow, it was any type if it was any other culture, you'd be more sensitive to offending a whole group of people, just an observation. No, that's true. That's true about anything. If I went to get my nails done at a Vietnamese, Filipino, Korean, Chinese, black, white, Hispanic nail salon, and the door was locked, I'm not going in there. And I'm calling ICE. It don't matter what nationality you are. You locking doors, I'm calling ICE. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, okay? Ain't got nothing to do with the fact that they was Nigerian. I don't know what part of Africa they was from. I'm telling you right now, if you own a business in the United States and the United States says all doors should be open during business hours and that door locked, I'm calling the police. There should no reason for a business. Think about that for a second. Then I go to McDonald's and the door's locked. I'm calling the police because why the door locked? Okay, so I'm not trying to be offensive, but again, it don't matter. I don't care. Insert insert ethnicity. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're Russian, Eastern European, Slovenian, Polish. You have a business and the door locked. I'm calling ICE. Okay, it's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. So I hope I didn't offend you by that, Kiana. But that's just on that. This one, Sherry says it was a hashtag on one of the videos. Yes, thank you very much, Sherry. I knew. I was like, where did we get his name from? Thank you very much. Okay. This is from Calypso says, what was the name of the reality show? Let me pull it up for you here. I'm gonna take this down because we don't need that anymore. This here it is. It's called Coco. Let me blow it over you. It's called Coco's Mansion. I know it's not funny. It just sounds so corny. Coco's Mansion. You know, this is from Regina. Is it Regia says you locking doors? I feel like you're trying to get me. That's what. And that's not insensitive. Why are you locking doors? This is not your house. This is a business. Why are you locking doors? Man, you lock a door. I'm calling police, ICE. I don't care. I'm Donald Trump. I'm calling somebody. This is from Renetta says they used to get their clients on Craigslist and other sites. Still though, why are you locking doors? If you're in a business where you don't trust your clientele, you don't need to be in that business. If your clientele is seedy, if they're not hookers or anything. They're just people trying to get their hair braided. Why are you locking doors? It ain't that deep. And it's like 10 of you in my head braiding it. One of you are going to tackle me if I try to get up and run. Come on. They'd be an extra. You said they have a Twitter page. I think she was second or third place. Hmm. What's the name of their Twitter page? Can you let us know? This is from Joy Joy says closing the door is a whole safety hazard. Because it is. It's a safety hazard. This one, Christina says, it's a fire hazard to lock doors during business hours. It literally is. It literally is. I don't care. Like, I don't mean to be insensitive. This is not to be insensitive. This is not to say anything negative about Nigerians as a whole. It's not. It's not to say anything about anybody from Swaziland or Sudan or Eritrea or Egypt. No one. Okay? It's not to say anything salacious. I mean, also they my people. So like this is not to say anything salacious about these people. I'm simply saying that is the news story that I had watched. That young African woman said that she was in a hair braiding salon, and that was her advice to anybody going forward. And I took the advice. And granted, the story was about 10 years old, but I took the advice. The advice is valid. It is. Because how do I know you're not gonna take me? And all I'm in here trying to get is some Singalese twists. I'm just trying to get some Singalese twists. How do I know you're not gonna take me? You understand what I mean? Come on. Work with me here. Work with me here. Work with me here. This from Vibe Beautiful says, I wonder if there's a connection between Coco's Mansion's network and the Hendersons in any way. Can you find out for us? It's not far-fetched for the entertainment aspect to play. No, that's a really great point. I will. I will take that into account. Because that makes sense. That's a good lead. I appreciate you, Vibe Beautiful. I appreciate you. This is from Joy Joy says, that's a whole Law and Order episode. Child. What's up, Katie Boo says, wish we had a Nigerian in the chat to see her video for the thoughts. Me too. Ain't no Africans over here or nothing. Y'all busy on TikTok. Y'all busy on TikTok telling us to stop calling y'all African Americans. Because if one more video of an African pop up on my FYP talking about don't call me African American, maybe that's what they busy doing. Because they show ain't over here helping us do nothing. Which listen, I'm gonna take all your leads and I'm gonna do some more research tonight on Shona and Keon Henderson and Coco's Mansion. And I'm gonna figure out what we can find. Any information you guys have, please send it to me, okay? Because I would love to see it. I don't know how my box got so teeny. I cannot for the life of me, honey. I know y'all thought that was funny. I'm just saying they bugging. They bugging. So yeah, hold on, what is this? I don't know how to reduce my overlay. I don't know why I look like this. I probably have to go into my settings. But yeah, so no, and this is just my last final thoughts, okay? Let me give you my final thoughts, okay? I don't know where it's at. I usually have a button that says final thoughts. Hold on. Oh, Echo, please shut up. There's no motion at the front door. Okay, final thoughts. Okay, so one, don't trust Gerardo Zuniga. He's been sanctioned by the state of Oaxaca and the nation of Mexico for publishing lies. Sanctioned. Okay. Two, we're gonna get into Shona's story because the rabbit hole we're going down with Shona's story is immense. Okay, it's quite immense, and I want to get into it. Because there could be a connection with the production companies and Keon Henderson. We don't know, right? And whoever in Coco's Mansion, right? And my last thought is, look, to the Africans, I wish y'all would leave us alone. We ain't did nothing to y'all, okay? Okay? We're all black. You're just African. I'm African American. Okay, we're all black. Just chill out with those videos. I've been seeing a lot of those videos on TikTok. Chill out with those videos. Okay, it's not that deep. It's not that deep that y'all want to separate yourselves from us. We lit over here. I mean, we create all the culture. Every bit of American black culture was crafted by us and the memories of our ancestors, right? So y'all should really thank us. We brought y'all hip hop. Okay, we brought y'all period. Okay, we brought y'all BFFR beef for real. We brought y'all a lot of stuff. Okay, so yeah, so we cut us a break. Okay, that's right, we lit. So that's all I have for you guys today. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, here at the Nosy Bystanders. Please do like when you leave. Don't be ignorant, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, all right, bye bye.